Hey YouTube, this is Tyler from Team MST. I'm here to present my Salvo-DaD. It's a little more unique than other variants, but it's just a deck I've been working on for fun, so let's see how it goes. I got my basic 2 black salvos. The key card to the deck, of course, Salvo-DaD. It normally synchros up level 7s, but I've tried to work on the deck and make it where it plays some more level 8s off of it. Also, as you can see right here, Card Curry Shogun, amazing card with the deck, and makes it where Salvo becomes a little bit more powerful than just a couple of Rose Dragons off from randomness. Next up we got 3 Decoichis, Draw Power, and Salvo Food. Turns into level 7 synchros, level 8 synchros, depending on how we play it out. Dimensional Alchemist, I run 3. My deck runs a little bit more removal than most Salvo-DaD variants. So, by running 3, I get to reuse my salvos, my Dark Armed. We'll get to Dark Armed a little later about how I'm reusing it. It makes Gold Sarcophagus search out a turn earlier. It can remove from play some stuff in my deck just by its own effect and ram into stuff and all that stuff. It's really nice. I love Dimensional Alchemist. Wins games in this deck. It's basically how the deck functions and gets advantage off of its regular plays, making it twice as good as it normally would be. Okay, my tech card. Love this card so much. Strike Ninja. It was ran a lot back in the day, but doesn't see much play anymore. I've decided that Strike Ninja with Dimensional Alchemist can be really amazing because cycling Dark Armed that way makes it where, or cycling any Dark that way, just getting stuff in the graveyard, removing them from play, Dimensional Alchemist, adding them to hand. Strike Ninja, I can use its effect until I have maybe 2 Darks left. They kill my Strike Ninja, I have 3 Darks left now, or I can keep removing till I have 3 Darks left, or however many Darks I want in my graveyard. That's what I do with Strike Ninja. So, and even if they try to bottomless me, I can priority run away, and they're never going to be able to bottomless because whenever he comes back, it's not a special summon either. So, really, he's just sitting there on the field, coming back and forth, and they can't do anything about it since it's not a summon at all. So, Strike Ninja, amazing card. In some decks it could see some more play, but really I think this is one of the only decks really it should see play in. Treeborn Frog, here's how I make my level 8s off Salvo. Most variants don't run Treeborn, but they should, just because it turns into tribute fodder or turns into level 8s, level 4 for Armory Arm even. It turns into just food for everything. It can turn into food for Cyber Valley, can turn into food for tributes like Jinzo. Just generally the level 8's still off Salvo and Decoichi, which is really nice. Trigodia, I really like this card just for the fact I normally don't run it in most decks, but in this of course I do. It's a dark oriented deck, but taking the opponent's monster and using it for a synchro, or taking the opponent's monster and using it for Cyber Valley. Just a lot of general plays that just win a lot of games. I'm probably going to take, there's a good chance I might end up taking Trigodia out because I don't have my 3rd Battle Fader yet. But we'll just see how it tests out from there. Dark On, normally it's not going to see as much play as it used to, but with double Gold Sarcophagus and 3 Dimensional Alchemist, I use it more than it used to. I mean, normally I can see this card up to 3 times, maybe 3 to 8 times per game. If for some reason I hit 8 someday, I'm going to be shocked. But it'll be amazing. But generally the game's going to be over before I hit 8 times with Dark Armed Dragon. But it can. It can happen. It can probably even hit more than 8. Gores. I do have some back row in this deck, but Gores is generally a great card. It completely turns around a game just as much as Dark Hole does. So, mandatory dark card right there. Sangan, search out Battle Fader. It saved me so many games. Search out Decoichi, search out Salvo, search out Cyber Valley, search out whatever I need pretty much. And yeah, Cyber Valleys. I wasn't originally planning on running him in here, but as I kept testing, it actually is really good, especially being a light. If for some reason he hits the graveyard, that's Chaos Sorcerer food, and otherwise I can just remove and draw cards and stall out like the deck normally does with faders. Most builds run Caius. I run Jinzos. I run Jinzos because he is a machine. I don't know why I'm running so many machines. I could probably end up running limit removal in here if I decided to, which probably would be a good idea at this rate. But taking out traps this format is one of the best things that anyone can do. With Solemn Warning around, they're going to be forced into Solemn Warning Jinzo. They're going to be forced into Solemn Judgment Jinzo. If they do not, they will lose because they will have dead cards in the back row and can't stop Jinzo with his high attack points for a basic monster this format. So there's Jinzo, Chaos Sorcerers, amazing, amazing, amazing. I have a lot of lights in here. Keep my control over the graveyard. I mean, every single thing in this deck manipulates the graveyard, keeping complete control over it, allowing me to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Cyber Dragon, another random machine card. Tribute Fodder turns Black Salvos into level 8 Synchros, all that great stuff. Only 2 Battle Fader because that's all I got right now. Hopefully going to turn it into 3, but for right now it's actually playing really nice. So we'll see how that goes from here. Got my Mind Control, turn Salvos into Synchros off my opponent's monsters, or Cyber Valleys into draws off opponent's monsters. Really good stuff. Right now I only have 2 Book of Moons. I only own 2 Book of Moons, but that'll change in the near future. Turn Salvos into draws if they attack my face-up Salvo. I actually had someone play Swords of Rebellion Light. Amazing tech card this format with such little destruction, but he played Swords on my Salvo. Attacked, and I Book of Moon. I ended up getting 2 draws off 1 Salvo, so pretty happy with that. So yeah, Book of Moon is amazing this format. Any deck, even if you don't have those flip effect monsters, it's still amazing. Everyone knows this. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir right now. A War of Darkness, so many darks, gotta have that extra little draw card right there. It sucks having them only at 2, but oh well. 2 Gold Sarcophagus, Dimensional Alchemist makes this card a lot faster in this deck, so I really like it. Search out Dark Armed, have him next turn. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Dark Armed is broken, everyone knows it. Cold Wave into any destruction card wins games. I've mentioned this on a previous discussion. Dark Hole, Pot of Avarice, more graveyard manipulation, draw cards. I'm just teching it in this deck. Monster Reborn, Trunade, those spells and traps. I hate Solemn Warning. I mean, if I can avoid it, I will every time. Solemn Judgment, great card. I don't care what anyone says. People have been taking it out recently, but half your life points don't matter in this game. As long as you have more than 0, it doesn't matter. So Solemn Judgment. Torrential Tribute. I remove everything from play anyway, so hey, let's put them all back on the field. Return from a different dimension, baby. My double bottomless trap hole. And a little thing that I'm holding right here. It's a card I run in every deck. Guy watching this video right now, probably, Mr. Shane, really likes how much I love this card. I know he hates it. He hates this card so much. He thinks it's horrible, this format. It might be horrible. I don't care. I love this card. It wins me so many games. I have to run it every time. As long as I'm not making decrees, I'm running this card. Trap Dust Shoot wins games. You can disagree with me all you want. This card wins games. So that's the deck for you. My extra deck, exactly the same as my Light Sworns, other than one card, this Karakuri Shogun, but I'm going to show you anyway because you might not have seen my Light Sworn deck earlier. It's a Karakuri Shogun. Most people will be running like that other level 7 machine guy that Salvo likes to bring out. But the difference is that guy, he's 26, he doesn't have no effect. Is there even a reason to run card with no effect. I mean, seriously, this guy right here, he switches stuff to attack position if they're weak, or defense position if they're strong, attack over them, and win games. He's he's Earth. I mean, that might be the only thing I'm seeing different, but he's still a machine. He's still level 7, and Salvo loves to spam him. I might even run a second one if I can get a hold of one. Magical Android, Yo-Yo Guardian, Mistworm, Armory Arm, Cataster, Stardust, Red Dragon, Chimeratech, Dot Ruler, Colossal, Brionac, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Ancient Fairy. That's my Salvo-DaD. Runs really smooth. Could see me playing it in the near future. Depending on any changes, I might end up even running it at regional or maybe even Dallas. See where it goes. I haven't really tested a whole bunch, but it looks really nice at the time. I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Tyler from Team MST. Subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of videos, including deck profiles. As you've noticed, we've done 2 already. We're going to be doing some duels and such like that. Maybe a couple discussions about cards in the future, including possibly even 6 Samurai. So, just subscribe, and thanks for watching.